afternoon and part of the many activities and celebration of Filipino-American National Historical Month. Mabuhay tayong lahat, mabuhay ang Pilipino. If you notice, many of you stopped by the table up front, the U.S. Census 2020 information table, and I'm wearing one of the sashes. This afternoon, I am going to be co-presenting with Eleanor May Pascual. I'm Anne-Marie Logarta, the President of the Philippine-American Chamber of Commerce of Georgia and Vice Chair of the Filipino Complete Count Committee. And Eleanor May Pascual is the Chair of the Filipino Complete Count Committee. This afternoon, we are going to touch on a couple of definitions, a few very important facts and figures regarding Filipinos in the United States and Filipinos in Georgia. And we are going to, and I'm going to turn over the presentation to Eleanor May to talk about the U.S. Census. So many of you are involved already or have started to be involved through your various organizations joining the PhilAm community activities that have started to meet to prepare for the 2020 U.S. Census. Let me just move to the first slide. I am not a data scientist by any means, but I am a student of history. I am a frustrated data scientist. It's very important to know our facts and figures. It will help you define who you are. It will help us define who we are. It will help us establish our legitimacy as a solid Asian American minority group in the United States. With that being said, let's start with the definition of demographics. Demographics is the study of the population. It includes the study of age, gender, race, ethnicity, geographic area, educational attainment, and income level. The U.S. Census studies and pulls together all the data, all this information, but the data is only as good as the people who participate, the respondents who provide good information. Data science is the study of data. So with the information that we as a community are going to will be providing to the U.S. Census Bureau in a few months, then the federal government and other government agencies will be able to study the data and be able to provide us with the appropriate services, infrastructure, and other things that we need as a group, citizens in the United States. Okay. And Sarah touched on a lot of information, good information, facts and figures, but we have just a few to highlight to you this afternoon as well. U.S. Census Bureau, working with the Center for Pan-Asian Community Services and several of the Filipino-American associations and members who've attended, that as of the last count, I believe this was in 2013 to 2017, again, the American Community Survey, we have only 17,000 who have counted themselves as coming from Filipinos or counting themselves as coming from one Asian race. But we have about 32,724 who counted themselves as coming from Filipinos and another race. So it could be Caucasian, it could be another Asian group. To highlight a couple of counties where Filipinos reside, we have Cobb and Gwinnett. I don't know if you're aware of that. And then we have top 5 Georgia counties where Tagalog is spoken. Athens, Clark, Cobb, DeKalb, Dade, Gwinnett. We have top 4 Georgia cities where Filipinos reside. Columbus, Warner Robins, Savannah, Augusta. So knowing this data, knowing this information, knowing this, these facts, we know where we need to concentrate our efforts. So for purposes of organization and mobilization of various Filipino-American groups in response to the US Census coming up in 2020, we will need your assistance in these particular areas. We need more participation, and Eleanor May will touch more on the whys and the hows shortly. I submit that it's important to know these facts, or to know the facts and know who you are. With that being said, many of us is a member or is in the process of joining various Filipino-American associations or nonprofits, and the success of a community is really through participation in the various activities of the different groups that you are already a part of. There are opportunities to connect with other Filipino-Americans and celebrate our Filipino-American heritage, and certainly the Symposium and all the activities for the History Month. Please take the opportunity to participate and learn about, reconnect and learn about your history and culture. And additionally, we also have the annual Kalayaan celebration every year. And it's a fantastic opportunity to meet others from different groups. And many of you are already a member of Atlanta Pinoy. There are opportunities to support Phil-Am-owned businesses, buy Filipino food, clothing, find out what services are available out there. And more importantly, the biggest data exercise that we have coming up is the US Census in 2020. Thank you.